let's have a look at ClearLinuxOs. Now, ClearLinuxOs is developed by Intel and is supposed to be specifically optimized to run very well on Intel hardware. And they claim to be 20% faster than anyone else, or at least I've seen that claim a few times, not necessarily by these guys, but and so I thought I'd check it out. I've been wanting to check it out for a little bit. And here's the potato, the Intel potato that I'm running this on. And so it really could use a performance boost. And boy, what a... It's been, I've been messing with it for 3 days. I finally got Simple Screen Recorder to work. It took me, I still can't get it to play back videos. Like let's look over here in multimedia. I've got VLC and videos, but the code I have cannot figure out how to install media codecs and make this thing play videos. I did see the MP3, I think was a flat pack and a FLAC, but I cannot figure out. So this video that I'm making on this machine right now, I can't watch it. I have to stick it on a different machine to watch it. So that's one thing. And they have a different package manager. They do this thing called bundles. And the first problem before we go on, let's go ahead and minimize or even have a close out Firefox. When you first install this, it has the GNOME desktop environment. XFCE is a supported desktop environment. I went ahead and installed XFCE. After I installed XFCE, I discovered that there's no XFCE-goodies package in ClearLinuxOs. And the other problem I'm having is it won't shut down under XFCE, so I might just have to log out and log back into GNOME to shut the thing down, because if I try to shut down from within XFCE, it don't shut down, and then you can't log out or do nothing. The only thing you can really do to shut it off is hold down the power button, because the system manager or whatever, the manager is busy, and it just hangs and won't shut down. So that's another thing. That's one thing. So and as far as I went through all the instructions of building FFmpeg and that, and Simple Screen Recorder, don't see it, but I was able to, like I said, get Simple Screen Recorder to work. I still can't watch videos on it. It's an interesting distro, I guess. It is faster, and it does work better in some respects. Now, one of the things I'm going to show you, the first trouble I ran into is here, how-to.txt, right? Let's build OpenLara, right? So there's basically 1, 2, 3 packages, 3 dependencies that you need to be able to build OpenLara from source code. These packages do not exist because, well, I understand that they're not using the apt-get package manager, but I had to go through and scroll through their list of bundles, because they have renamed every one of these. It's got a completely different package name. So library pulse-dev is like, no, it's not named that at all. It's dev package dash pulse audio. And it's the same thing with the rest of these. They're all named something else in the bundle. So it's not just simply a different package manager. That would be fine. The packages have completely different names, and so I had to scroll through. It took me a day to install these 3 dependencies, because I had to scroll through and figure out what the alternative name was for them. Now, it did build just fine. Well, I don't know why I did that. Oh yeah, I do. And it does work. And it does do something better than it did in Xubuntu on this Pentium. Now, in Xubuntu on my i5, the caustic water effects do work. But on this machine with Xubuntu, and it does have a different integrated Intel than the i5. But Alt Enter here. And if you look at my other two videos that were made on this machine, if you're not sure what I'm talking about with caustic water effects, if you look at that, and you'll see the difference here in a second. I'm just going to go run to this area, get this cursor out of here. And so here's one thing it did better than Xubuntu. Actually, I think I want to jump this way. See if I can pull off a dive. Nice. So I don't know what's up with the clicky sound. I get that in Xubuntu also. This OpenLara is under development, so I'm real happy with it. So anyway, are we up here now? See that white? So on my on this same machine, running this in Xubuntu, those there's no caustic water effects. It's just clear, and that's like that white and rainbowy effects, and those don't exist on this machine when I'm running Xubuntu, but they work here on ClearLinuxOs. So that's one thing. Whoops. Is the caustic water effects work? And if you look at my other two videos on OpenLara, I'm going to do the rest of them on the i5, and the caustic water effects will work. But you'll see that white, like frothiness, where the waves are, it's just this machine didn't do that under Xubuntu, but it does do that here. So my only guess is that they've got newer, more advanced Mesa drivers in this than and even at the Xubuntu, I'm on a PPA for better drivers, and just because I like doing the dive. So there's one thing that it did better, and I guess if you could get used to the package manager and have no troubles there. I'm sure. I think you have to build all your codecs from source, and so it's definitely not for a beginner. And all right, so let's just get out of here, and I'm going to do it the easy way. I'll enter and close it here. Now, they can have their claim of 20% faster, because I went ahead and installed the dark mod. Now, and I'm going to have to do some videos on this free and open source game because it's really good. Under Xubuntu, this is not playable on this machine. It's just like the frames per second's in the teens or worse. And it is not playable. I have to play it on my i5. Well, guess what? With this ClearLinuxOs, with their claims of 20% faster, the dark mod is indeed playable on this Pentium. And I'm not sure what Simple Screen Recorder is going to do to it. But without Simple Screen Recorder going, the dark mod's smooth and playable on this machine, and under Xubuntu, it was not. So, ClearLinuxOs, you can have your claims of being 20% faster than at least Xubuntu, because, like I said, this just was not playable, and it is now. Whoa, turn down. And I'm going to have to do some videos on the dark mod because it's a really good game. Yeah, start the mission. Let's see if I can remember how to play this. And it takes forever to for this to load. It's not an SSD. It's just an old spinny drive. It's probably not even a fast one. It's probably a slow one. But the fact that the dark mod is playable on this Pentium, that's impressive. Because it was not playable under Xubuntu. I had to play the dark mod on my i5. Because I'm a freak like that. I try to squeeze as much out of this Pentium as I can. So, but like I said, I can't get the video players to work yet, and after 3 days of messing around with it, there's a lot I can't figure out, and I'd have to go on the forums and hopefully and hope that the community's friendly. But it's not something I'm going to use for a daily driver. I'm going to go back to I think I'm going to put ClearLinuxOs Trinity back on this next. I was liking the Trinity desktop, but let's see how bad Simple Screen Recorder slows it down. So,
everything's secure?
Yeah, even with Simple Screen Recorder.
Tied up the last bounty back by the
even with Simple Screen Recorder going.
And what the boss said about looting the place.
I know. Leave everything.
It's doing way better than.
What's his problem?
It's doing way better than it was doing.
You don't trust us?
And like I said, it was just totally. And I'm sure I'm not getting wonderful frames per second now, but it's not bad.
What are we gonna do about the catacomb below?
I can see that it's not as smooth as when Simple Screen Recorder's not running, but it was just total chop, chop, chop under Xubuntu. So, yep, it's faster.
Boss says he knows where the key's in. He'll open the door when he gets it. But he says we have to be ready because the catacombs might have undead guards in it. They don't like to be disturbed by the likes of us, and they'll probably come out and put up a fight.
Undead? I don't like undead.
Who does? Boss is bringing some holy water. The archers can use it on the creatures when we find them.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but our archers aren't that good.
They'll do fine. Don't worry about the undead. Just think about all the gold they're guarding.
Can I sprinkle some of that holy water on my sword?
No, it doesn't work that way. It only works with water arrows, you taffer.
Well, ain't that the stupidest thing? Maybe I'll go look for a bow and some arrows.
You do that. Just make sure you don't shoot any of our guys.
And on this mission, you gotta wait for this conversation to get over, to get all your objectives.
Have you actually used the bow before?
Well, no. But how hard can it be?
Okay. You go learn how to be an archer, but if you stick an arrow in one of us, the boss will be after your hide.
Boss is always mad at me.
Enough of this. Just stay alert while you're looking for your new weapons. Don't want anybody sneaking in here where they don't belong.
Like us?
Get back to your patrol.
Ta-da! Okay, now we got all our objectives. Now, water arrows, yeah. It's
I guess I must have imagined it.
It's like the old game Thief. Sneak around here in the dark. But yeah, this was total chop chop on Xubuntu and not playable, and it's like, I'm impressed with this part of it. Can we get that other one without getting caught? Yeah. Come over here. No, I mean, whoa, it's pretty amazing. Oh no! Yes! Ha, 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 ha. Grab this guy. Get him out of here. Whoa, no, 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 no. Grab this guy. Got to get rid of the body. Throw him in the dark, then I'll drag that arrow. Whoops. Then I'll drag that arrow out of his head. I hope I don't get caught. Oh man, I'm going to get caught. What are you doing, Jeff? How do you throw him over your shoulder? Is that... There we go. Go ahead and hide this guy. Want my arrow back. Alright. Does he have a... Does he have a key? He has... Aha! See that pouch? Can I highlight just that pouch? There we go. Just a pouch. Thank you. Alright. So anyway. Yeah, this is quite playable. Uh-oh. Shoot. No. Yikes. Whoa, I actually got him. Holy cow. Bring this guy over here. I think I know where there's a health potion. Stand up. Alright. Just pick him up again. And flip him over. Yep. Grab that pouch. Come on, just a pouch. Light, just a pouch. There we go. Alright. So. That was a trip. I don't know. I think my health went up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. Well, anyway. So. End mission. Quit. There is my review of Intel's ClearLinuxOs. And to give credit where credit due, it did make the dark mod playable on this machine. My overall impression of this distro? What a pain. Now, if they had clear, simple instructions on how to get all your codecs installed and working, even if you do have to build it from source, fine. But they don't. Not at least in any documentation that you can easily find within the last 3 days. So there you have it. It is fast. You got to give them that much. Catch you next time.